Hey guys, welcome to this week's Hot or Not Thursday. I have a very special Hot or Not that is dedicated to all things eyebrows. It's almost like I'm bashful that I went to Vegas and I actually went on a brand trip. I got to hang out with some of my closest friends in the YouTube space and it was so much fun. And then as like the added bonus, we were sent home with awesome products. So to me, that's like the perfect little vacation. Go mingle, have fun, play with makeup, go home with makeup. I could not be happier and my brows are looking quite incredible. I go to pretty good extreme trying to shape and color in and fill in but still have them look natural, and I'm always looking to try new brow products. You guys, you already know that. I love the Wonder Brow. That's still in rotation pretty strong. I've been loyal to my Anastasia Brow Wiz for years, the Boy Brow from Glossier. Like, I feel like I dig in and I want to find really solid, impressive brow products, and Benefit has brought out 9 brand new products for your brows. I mean, that's kind of like, it's a lot of freaking products for your brows. Some of them I like more than others. We're keeping this very true to my series here on Hot or Not. Some of them are very, very hot to me. Others are kind of like, you know, yeah, it's nice, but maybe, you know, buy these ones over here first. So the morning after the big Benefit party, we actually got to go in and sit down and get brow naked. Everybody was totally brow naked, taking off their eyebrows, which really, when you remove just your eyebrows and you have like the rest of your face all glam, it looks really freaking strange. Let me just say, looking around the room, you were able to like see in like this room filled with vloggers and bloggers, like everybody's natural brow state. I think it was a nice bonding moment for us all. We actually took our brows off, played with brow product, took the brows off again, played with more products. So we really put everything to the test. I think it's really exciting that they decided to come out with every brow item you could possibly need for everyone. Like, they came up with the whole thing all at once. It wasn't just like, we launched one new brow product. It literally was like, we walked in there like, we've got 9 new brow products, and everyone's like clapping. Anyway, okay, let's get to the product. Benefit came out with a brow primer. This is so incredibly just like yes, I will be using this every single day of my life for a variety of reasons. I have major bald spots in my brows. I have tried Latisse on my brows. I've tried different brow growers. Sometimes they kind of work. You're just going to need one click and you'll see a little bit comes out on this rubberized tip, and you actually just go in the brow and sweep it upward the way you would a brow gel. Now, this is going to help makeup to adhere, last longer, look better, but this also is going to help grow your eyebrows. So this one, the idea of it is really, really appealing. I've only been using this for about 4 days now, so I can't tell you like, oh my gosh, it made my eyebrows grow like crazy. But I feel like this is something that we will revisit, and I'll let you guys know how it ends up working out. It is called the Browvo Conditioning Primer. And I do like the idea of primers in general, so a primer for your eyebrows, that makes a lot of sense to me. This is the item that I am super jazzed about because I feel like I have very thin eyebrows and I'm always trying to make them have more shape, a more sharp slant right here. Like, I just want that arch to be like, bam. I've always wanted to use the kind of brow products that come with that slant tip, but they are always way too wide. This is actually very, very thin, and I enjoy it because what I can do is actually get right in this shape right here, and then I can flick this upward, and it's gonna fill in your sparser areas, but it's also going to grab on to the actual brow hairs. So this is gonna help you shape and fill in the brow, and I just think this is amazing. It's really hard to use too much. Even if you go in with a lot of pressure, you know, sometimes you use a brow pencil and you go in and you use too much pressure and it just looks like you used a Sharpie to fill in your eyebrows. You can't overdo this one. So if you are a brow beginner, I highly recommend this pencil right here. They did also come out with a variety of shades. I'm shade number 3 and I love it, but they do have, you know, for blondes, for redheads, for dark brunettes, black hair. They just have something for everyone, which I think is really great. And the spoolie on here is nice. This was the Goof Proof Brow Pencil, appropriate name. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is kind of like my Anastasia Brow Wiz. The formula on this is a lot, I don't want to say better. Oh, I feel like I'm cheating. This one is really good. Here's the deal with this brow pencil. Okay, I love that the tips that click on here are two different things, because do you know what I end up doing with other brow pencils that are micro mini and precise like this? I will take the wrong tip and I will go like this and I will break off my product, and I'm like wasting my money. So this is really nice because it has that pointed tip right here, clicks on, it keeps everything there very safe. Now this is a itty bitty mini teeny tiny micro tip. You are going to be able to create realistic hairs that maybe didn't exist. I know I don't have hairs right in here, so I have to like actually draw on. I'm like, and we're sculpting, drawing, like I'm making hairs on my face and I want it to look natural. So you want them to be thin and precise, like an actual hair is thin and precise. And this tip allows you to do that. It also allows you to get really, you know, detailed with the tail portion of your brow. And I just think the formula on this is really nice. This is made in Japan and I love the packaging. I just love the packaging, love the spoolie. This one, the tip is not overly soft where you're gonna get too much product, but it's not that stiff kind of thing where if you press too hard, the tip is going to break off. It's just a really nice formula. I don't know why I'm like, just gonna like throw it like a weapon. But this one is awesome. So this is the Precisely My Brow Pencil. All right, Gimme Brow. This is a brow volumizing fiber gel. This is just a revamped version of something that they've already had that I do enjoy. This kind of reminds me of Glossier Boy Brow in a sense. It has this itty teeny tiny bitty wand, which for me and my no brows is fantastic. And if you have fuller brows, you're still gonna get a lot of control. So what I like to do with a product like this is I actually bring my hairs right in the front of my brow upward so that they kind of go kind of above my line a little bit. And I feel like that looks more feathery and realistic. And this does keep your brows into place. I do really, really love this. They brought out additional colors. You get the same amount of product. The packaging is different. But this is kind of an oldie but a goodie within the Benefit brow range, just a little bit of an update. Now this is fun, but I don't know that everybody needs this. Like I don't know that I can tell you guys, go out and grab it now. The first time I used it, I felt like that was my reaction. I was like, this is the best thing ever, because it just gives you like that extra something. But later in the day, I was like, gosh, I'm wearing so much brow product. I don't know if I will have time to do all of these steps. So if you are going to eliminate and minimize and make things a little bit more simple for yourself, I think that I would go with what I've shown you so far as the itty bitty micro pencil and the one that's really going to fill in the brow that has more of a triangular shape, and then set it with either the Gimme Brow or we'll get to their Ready Set Brow in a moment. I don't know that 3D brow tones is absolutely necessary. I'm kind of torn. It does kind of give some dimension to the brows, but I think this is more of a product for those of us out there, which I could be included in this circle, but those of us out there that are fanatics about brows and detailed makeup. So this is a very detailed item. You're not going to put this on and be like, oh, this just changed my life immediately. You have to do those other steps first. So this is just like a top coat for your brows that adds a little bit of shine and dimension. We also have the Ready Set Brow. I personally don't struggle too much with my brows being super haywire. I mean, if I'm like changing my outfit and putting on a different shirt and I rub things or touch things on my face, my brows no doubt are going to be out of control. But I feel like a product like the Gimme Brow gives me enough hold, volume, and a little bit of color that I don't necessarily want to go on top of that with more product. Now, if you have very like unruly brows and you want to tame them, this is going to be something that you will enjoy. The brush on here is really excellent. You have so many different bristles, and then you also have spikes on the tip of the brush, which is nice because you can get these hairs back here to really stay in place. So this again is another add-on brow accessory. Not everyone needs this, but if you do, it is a nice product. Then we have the Gimme Brow Pencil. This is something they've had for a very long time. The original one, didn't really like it that much, I'm not gonna lie. But they have updated the formula a ton, and it is now super blendy. And I was actually afraid to put this on. Like, I didn't want to offend anybody, and be like, hey, Benefit, you brought me out, and I'm afraid to put this on because I don't really like the original. But this one specifically, the Highbrow Glow, which is more of a sheen versus the original Highbrow and even the updated Highbrow that is more pink. This one just like gives you, look at that. Like, look at how that gives you just the tiniest little bit of glow. I don't even really need to blend it in much. I can just go right under the high point of my brow and highlight, and it reflects light beautifully. It is incredibly smooth. You could use this on the waterline. You could use this in the inner corners. You don't have to just use makeup sometimes for what it is intended. It is just a beautiful, easy to blend highlight product. So I do really, really love that. I'll show you just to show you. This is not, I don't think I'll be reaching for this much. You can see it's much more highlighty, much more pink. I prefer the golden one, but look how easy that is to blend. Much easier to blend with the updated formula than the original. So they also brought out this guy right here called the Browvo. Now this is a rich buildable color. It is a cream brow gel. So it is a hybrid. It's not overly creamy. It's not just a brow gel. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. And this is the moment in time where I never get invited anywhere with Benefit again. Let me just say, everything I've shown you up to this point, I freaking love. You are gonna see me use over and over and over in tutorials, in just, you know, in the description box of like, what's on your face? Oh, all of these Benefit products that I genuinely really, really love. For me, this did not work out. This is similar in essence to your brow pomades, but to me, it just did not sit well on my brows. It's very concentrated, and I think I just prefer the steps of the pencil and creating those lines with that precision pencil versus a brow pomade, and that just might be a personal preference of mine. As far as things that I enjoy about the packaging, they put a lot of thought into the lid, where this sucker snaps on and you actually have a handle to work with when you are dabbing the brush in the actual cream gel. Then you're gonna go in and you can fill in your brows. But to me, it just did not give me as natural looking a brow as I want. Now, to quote Wayne Goss, who is a freaking god on the internet, I love him so much. I hope I don't get hate for saying this, but you know, the idea of Instagram makeup versus real life makeup. If you want those pinup brows and you want that Instagram brow that is really heavy, that is really sharp, that is really out there, and some people like that, and I even appreciate that look on some people. I just don't appreciate that on me. I want my brows to look like they have a lot of shape and arch, but I want them to be more natural than unnatural. So this is just a little bit of an over-the-top product for me, and it wasn't my favorite of the bunch. They also came out with new shades of the Brow Zings. This is a product they've had for a while. New packaging, new shades. The brush that's in here, this is genius actually. I think this is so incredible. The brush that's in here, look at this. 3, 2, 1, magic. So you actually have something useful. So they really thought out the packaging. You have a pair of itty bitty tweezers for any brow emergencies. Tweezers are just great to have on hand anyway. And this is a wax and powder duo. Again, you have this whole collection of 9 products. You don't have to use all 9 at once. So I prefer pencils. This has never been what I have immediately been drawn to. So I have my favorites that we showed at the beginning of this video. This one, if you like powder and you like wax, you know, it's a fine product. It's just not my favorite of the bunch. I hope you guys liked taking a first look at something brand new for brows that just launched. Let me know that you enjoyed this video by giving it a thumbs up. And also, I will be hanging out in the live chat tonight on Style Code Live. I do have another hot product of the week, so you guys definitely want to check that out. Chime in, come say hello, and maybe I will screen grab and snap your name from the live chat on my Snapchat, which is Tati Westbrook. So yeah, I will be Snapchatting behind the scenes as I'm hanging out there tonight. I will leave that link below in the description box, and I hope to see you guys there. All right, that's all for now. Hope you're having a good one. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Mwah.